Hello, everyone. This is Chris Chappa at Tyler Junior College with the solution to the week 3 puzzle. I think my computer might be a little laggy right now due to things going on in the background. So hopefully the audio is synced with the video. I guess I could just turn off the video of me, but I like for you to see me as I'm explaining these things. This is not the PDF that I sent out. This is a copy of the puzzle in Excel. It's going to be easier for me to do the processing here. Excuse me, but I want to remind you of the rules. The rules were to put the letters A, B, C, and D in each row and column, and that each of the letters on the outside, such as this C right here, tells you the first letter you would see from that vantage point. So if I were standing here, then the first letter I would see as I look inward to the puzzle would be the letter C, and the same thing for all of them. All right, so I'm going to attempt to deduce the solution without guessing by identifying what can and cannot be, and at the end it will all collapse. Now, even though I've worked this puzzle twice already, it's still a new task every time I start it. So sometimes I'll have to pause and do some thinking. All right, the first thing I want to do is look for any places that can't have a letter. And the first obvious place is up here in the first row, first column, because from the vantage point on the left, I have to see an A, but from above, I have to see a D. So if there's any letter in there, it cannot be both an A, a D at the same A and a D at the same time. So I'm going to put an X in there to indicate that there is no letter inside of there. All right, so where do we go from here? Well, the trick is to ask yourself, is there any place that I'm forced to put a letter or where I can't put a letter? For example, let's see, where can we go? Let's start with the rightmost column, so this column that I'm about to highlight, and think about where we can put the letter A. Now, we can't put it in we can't put it in that first cell. Why? Because if we put an A here, then it could not possibly be the first letter that we see standing over here on the left, because it's the last letter in that row. So we can't put the A there. And again, we're concentrating. And in fact, let me highlight this first column real quick. And we're asking ourselves, where can we put an A? We can't put an A there. And I'm going to put a slash there just for now. We can't put an A there because we would have to see A first, not last. We can't put an A here because we have to see a C first, nor an A here, nor an A here. Maybe there, can't put an A here, can't put an A here. So there's only one place in the rightmost column where we can put an A, and it has to be right here. So let me undo all this, and then I'll put an A right there. Okay, apparently it won't let me do that. Okay, so we're going to have to put an A right here. So that's already locked into place. All right, let's see. What else can we do? Where can we put... Oh, wait a minute. I know that this cell right here has to be empty. Why? Because it either has to be a C from the C on the top or an A from the A on the right. So I know that that can't have anything in it. So it's got to be empty. Now let's think about where we can put this A. Can we put it here? Maybe. But can we put it in any of these? No, because it would have to be a B, D, C, B, or C. So we can't put an A anywhere on the top row except right there. So now we know where that A is. And I'm going to leave this guy highlighted as a sign that we have completed that. That clue has now been used. All right, let's continue looking in the top row. According to the top row right here, there's only one place where I can put a C, and it would have to be right here in this cell. Why? Well, it can't be here because of the B above it, here because of the D, or here because of the B, because that would have to be the first letter I see from that vantage point. So I know that the C must be here. And using the same argument, I know the D in the top row has to be here because it can't be here because of the B on top, and it can't be here because of the B on top. So right away, excuse me, right away, I've got quite a few cells already figured out in the top row. All right, let's see where else we can possibly put a cell. Let's look in the first column. Now, I've done these quite a bit, so I've got a lot of experience on where to look, but I'm just sharing my train of thought. According to this, I should see a D first. So let's figure out where we can put a D. Can we put a D here? Yes, we can. Can we put a D here? No. Why not? Because D has to be the first thing I see when I stand on the far right end and look inwards. And I can't see a D first if I put it all the way in the first column. So I can't put a D there. Can I put a D here? No. Can I put a D here? No. Or here. Why? Because of these guys over here saying I have to see an A, a C, or a C first. So putting a D in any of these three would violate that rule. And can I put a D here? Now you might be tempted to say yes, but remember, I have to see D first from the top of this column. And if I put a D at the bottom, there's no way I would see it first when I'm standing right here. So that is also a no. So there's only one place I can put a D, and it's in the second row, first column. So let's get rid of all this. Not sure what's going on here. There we go. Let's get rid of all this. Whoa, bring that back. And let's put a D right here. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see, where can we put, let's see, I can't see anything else in the first column. So why don't we go to the bottom row for a second and think about what can we put down here? Now, one trick is to look at the letters on the edge, these guys down here, and see what's missing. I don't see any A's down there. I see B, C's, and D's. So let's talk about A's. Can I put an A here? Yes. No, because I have to be able to see the letter C first from the bottom. So I can't put an A there, nor here, nor here, nor here. Can I put an A right here in the third column? No, because there's already an A in that column up here, so I can't put one there. And can I put an A here? Yes, but I can't put an A here because there's already an A in that column. So in the bottom row, there's only one place I can put an A, and it's the second column from the right. So let's get rid of all these things and put that A right here in the second column from the right. All right, let's see, where else can we go? Oh, wait a second. Notice that I've placed an A right here, but in the bottom row, the first thing I have to see from the right is the letter C, which means I have to put a C right here in order to see it first. And now that I've got that clue finished, let's highlight it yellow. Okay, and because there's a C in the bottom row, I can no longer have a letter in the first column bottom row right here that I'm about to highlight yellow, because the only letter that could go there is a C, but there's already a C in the bottom row. So I know that cell has to be empty. Okay, anything else we can do on the bottom row? Well, the only thing the bottom row is missing is a B and a D. I have two places for the B. I can put a D here. I can also put a D in this column because I don't know anything about what I would see from the bottom. So I think we need to move onward. All right, let's see, what else can we talk about? Let's look in the last column, because we have a C and an A in it already. Because we already have a C in that last column, excuse me. Because we already have a C in the last column, that means that I cannot have anything right here or right here. Because according to the guys to the right, I would have to be able to see the letter C first, but there's already a C in this column. So I know that those two cells have to be empty. We'll put X's. Okay. And now that we have this column with the A and a C and two empty spaces, let's see if we can put a B or a D anywhere. Yes. On the top, we need to see a D first, a B first. So the only available cells left in the rightmost column are here, here, and here. Well, I can't put a B in the last one because I have to be able to see it first from the top, and I would see the A before that. And I can't put a D right here because I'm supposed to be able to see a D from the right. So the only place I can put a B is right here. So let's put a B here. And now we are done locating that B. Now look at the top row. We have A, B, C, and D, which means I now know that this cell has to be empty. Okay. Let's see. Oh, by the way, we can also see the D from the top. So we're done with this clue, and the C from the top, and this D from the top. So we're done with all those clues. I like to cross out the clues as they're done so I know what else I need to focus on. All right, let's see what else we can do here. Let's go back to the last column. The only letter missing is a D, and I know where it has to be. It must be right here in this cell because it can't be in this cell because there has to be a B first. And there's already a B in this column. So I know that there must be a D here and that this cell must be empty because there's already a B in that column. All right. So let's see, where else can we go? You notice I'm working from the outside in. It's pretty common on these problems. Let's go back and look at this leftmost column to see if there's anything that we can take advantage of. In the leftmost column, we're missing A, B, and C. I know where to put the B, because these are the only cells we have left available to fill in the first column, and one of them has to be a B. Well, it can't be in this, it can't be in any of the three that are darkened right now because of the letters on the left. So the only place to put a B is right here. So let's put a B right here. And of the remaining cells, I still have to put A and C. And the only place an A can be is in the topmost yellow cell there because of the two C's on the left. So we have to put an A here, which means we're done with this A clue. So let's highlight it. All right, where do I put the C? Which of these? I'm sorry, which of these two cells does the C go in? I don't know. So we'll come back to that later. All right, another trick is to look for letters that have been dropped in a lot of places because it limits the number of locations that we can put them. I've noticed that we've already got 4 A's in the puzzle. Maybe we can take advantage of that. Let's highlight where all the A's are. There's an A, there's an A, there's an A, and there's an A. So is there anywhere we can take advantage of this information? Let's look at, yes, let's look in the second row. So I'm going to highlight these parts of the second row. And somewhere in those yellow cells, there has to be an A. Can it be here? No. Why? Because the first thing we see from the top has to be a C. Can it be here? No. Why? Because there's already an A in that column. Can it be here? Yes, it can. Can it be here? No. Why? The first letter we have to see from the top is a B, not an A. And can it be here? No. Why? There's already an A in the column down here. So there's only one place that we can put an A, and that is right here in the second row. Now let's highlight all those other A's for a second, and then I'll retype the A here. Okay. We're making some progress with the A's. If I look in these, that was annoying. I don't know if you heard that. If we look at these, there's only one place an A can go, and that would be right here. Why? It can't be in, one second. It can't be in this one because there's an A in that column already. It can't be in this one because there's already an A in that column right above it. Can't be in this one because, can't be in this one because of the A in the column above it already. But can it be in this one? Can it be in this one right here? I don't see a reason why it can't. So maybe we can't drop an A in this row. This is not an exact science. Okay, but what else can we do? Can we figure out the A in this second from the bottom row? In other words, can we figure out an A here? I don't see any, I see two possible places we could put an A. We could put it there and we could put it there. The other places are no, because they already have A's, but I don't see anything excluding either of those yeses. So I don't see any reason why we have to drop an A in there. Maybe we should look at it from a column perspective. Let's look at this column here. Excuse me, let's try that again. Let's look at this column here. Where can we put an A? No, because there's already one in that row. Maybe. No, because there's already one in that row. No, because there's already one in that row. Maybe. No, because there's already one in that row. All right, so I can't figure out when A is. And maybe I'm on a wild goose chase here, but somewhere we can figure something out. Where can that somewhere be? And then again, I'm not being flippant. I literally don't know yet because I'm resolving this right in front of your eyes. So for the sake of saving you some time, I'm going to pause this recording, which I think is really lagging right now. And I'll unpause when I have another brilliant insight. All right, I found it. It didn't take me very long. It's in this second row. And we're looking to see where, give me 1 second here. In the second row, there's only one place we can put a C. Because think about it, we have to be able to see the letter C from the right. So it has to be in one of these first 2 green cells. So let's highlight these. Well, I can't put a C here. Why? Because from the top, I have to see the letter B first. So the only place left to put a C is here, because I have to be able to see it first from the right. And that means that we're done with that clue. So let's highlight that yellow. Okay. So does this tell us anything else? Yes, it tells us that we can't have a letter in this cell right here. Why? Because from the right, we have to be able to see the letter C first. So if there's any letter in this yellow cell, it has to be a C, but there's already a C in that column, which means that this yellow cell has to be empty. Now, does that mean we know where the C goes? Well, it has to be in one of these 2. Why? Because there's 4 letters we have to put in. If we put the C here, we still have to put in a B and a D, but we can't put both of them in here. We would have to put one to the right, and that would obstruct the view of the C from here. So we have to put a C right here. Again, it can't be in this cell because there's already a C in that column, and it can't be in this cell because there wouldn't be enough space to squeeze in A, B, C, and D in those 3 if we put C on the far right. So we know where the C is, and we can now cross that out. We got a lot of C's in here. Maybe we can find some more. Let's see. I know where the B is in this row. How do I know? Well, it can't be here because I have to be able to see B rats. It can be there. I could put, no, it can't. Because if there was a B here, then everything below it would have to be X'd out so that I see the B first. And that would force a D right here, but there's already a D in that row. So no B here. And I can't have a B here for the same reason, because if I did, then I've got to squeeze 4 letters into those 3 spaces because I have to be able to see the B first from the bottom, and I can't. And squeeze in 4 letters in those 3 spaces right there. So I know the B can't be here, and the only remaining place is to put it here. So the B is going to go there. Let's get rid of all the highlighting. Come on. And let's put the B right here. And by the way, I can highlight this D because I can already see the D from the inside. All right. Speaking of D's, there's only 2 spaces left for a D in this row, but I don't see any reason to put it in one of the others, so never mind. Can we put a B somewhere? Yes. I know where the B has to be in this row. Could it be here? Yes. Could it be here? No, there's already a B in that column. Could it be here? No. I have to be able to see the letter C first. Putting a B there would prevent that. So the B has to be where it says the word yes. So let's get back to here and put a B, and that finishes this clue. And if you'll notice in this row, I've got A, B, C, and D, which means the rest of the row is empty. Okay, I now know where to put the C in this column. I must put it right here. Yes, it can go there. Can it go here? No, there's already a C in that row. Can it go here? No, because if I put the C there, I have to fit all 4 letters in these 3 cells, and they won't fit there because I have to be able to see the letter C first from the top. So I know exactly where the C has to go. It has to go right here, which wraps up that clue. And now I know where the A goes in this batch, because there's only 4 spots, but no here because of the A 2 cells above, no here because of the A right above it, no here because of the A at the bottom. So the only place the A can go is right there where it says yes. So let's put the A there. Not sure what just happened there. A goes right here. So it's a building process, but we get there. And in this row, we now know where the A, B, C, and D are. So the rest of the cells have to be empty. Okay, we can finish off this column now. Let's switch from yellow because we're using yellow on the outsides. We can finish this column now because the only missing letter is B, and it can't go there. Excuse me. Dagnabbit, we can't finish it Yes, the B can go here, but the B can also go here also. So I take that back. We're not ready for the B. You can't handle the B. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see. I know this is about to be busted wide open. Look how much we've already got there. And if you're seeing something, you're like, I see it, I see it. I'm like, okay, I'll be there in a second. Let's look at individual letters. Let's look at the A's and see if there's anything that we can deduce from that. All right, so yeah, I'm only missing one A, and it's in this row. In the second from the bottom row, I'm only missing an A here. And the only place it can be is right here, because all the other columns already have A's. So I know the A has to go there. Again, the trick to these is figuring out the clues that you can look for in the midst of a problem according to the rules. So now that I know where that missing A is, we can go unhighlight all the other A's. Okay, so the missing A went right here. All right, so the A's are completely done. Now, because I put an A there, I have to be able to see the letter C first from that place right there. Since there's an A already there, I have to put a C in front of it, which completes this column because now it has A, B, C, and D. And in this row that I'm about to highlight, there's only one place I can put the C, because there's only one column that's highlighted that doesn't currently have a C in it, and that's right there. Come on. All right, so C goes here. And since C has to be the first letter I see from this vantage point, this cell has to be empty. So we are done with that C. Okay. Let's see. Okay, for this B right here, I have to be able to see it first from the bottom. Since there's an A, I have to be able to see the B first. B goes there, which means there can't be a letter here because it would have to be B, but that's already in the row. The only letter missing is D. I don't know if it goes here or here. So we'll find out. All right. Is there any column that we fit? Oh, look at the second column right here. Let's put that in orange. Second column is missing a D, and there's only one place to put it. So it's got to go there. All right. So we know a D goes right here. And that completes this row. So I can put an X here. Let's see. In this column, I'm missing a B and a D, which means that these two have to be both B and D, but I have to be able to see B first from the bottom. That means B goes here and D goes here, which means that I'm done with this clue. So we'll put some yellow on it. Some yellow on it. Okay, let's see. So in this row, the only letter missing is a B, but it cannot be here because there's already a B in that column above it. So that means it has to be right here, and that completes that row. In this column, I've already got A, B, C, and D, which means the remaining square is empty. Let's see, we should be able to wrap this up. Aha, we haven't used this clue on the left, that we have to be able to see B first from this vantage point, which means since there's already a B over here, the square in front of it has to be empty. That means the D in this column, this row has to be here. The column I just typed in is full of A, B, C, D, which means this is X'd out, which means that the missing D is here and the puzzle is done. Now, as far as the solution, I did have some people say, I don't understand how you want me to submit the solution. The solution was to send the number of squares in each, the unused squares form contiguous regions. So I'm going through and I'm highlighting all the X's, and I hope I don't miss any of them. I believe that's all of them. Yes. And so the solution that you were to submit was to give me the number of squares in the regions, the contiguous regions of unused squares. For example, this guy, let's see, how do I do this? Alt, nope, this is Control. Okay, I'm clicking things and stuff's happening. So let's pretend that didn't happen. Plus it's still going slow. It's lagging. Anyway, I digress. There we go. This chunk right here, the one that's currently highlighted dark, is one contiguous region of 7 squares. So that region has 7 squares. Let's make this font size a little bit larger. Man, my computer is lagging. Not even sure how good this recording is going right now. The next largest contiguous region is right here. Oh, that didn't work. That has 4 cells in it. The next one is right here, and the one to the right of it, so right here. Hold on. So stubborn. So these 3 over here make a contiguous region of 3 unused cells. There are 2 sets of 2 right here and right here. So 2 unused cells in a region, 2 unused cells, and there are 3 places with a single cell. Right here. Nope. Stop that. In the lower left corner, there's a single cell that was unused. In the top row, 5th from the left, and in the second row, all the way on the right. So the solution was 743221111. All right, I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. If you would like some more instances of it, just give me a shout out. Contact me and I'll put you in touch with some more puzzles like this.